Yeah, hi there. So these comments are for a student at Quora.com, and you asked a specific question. What are the best course? Maybe you want to say, what is the best course to purchase to prepare for the TOEFL test? So I'm assuming that you are looking for something online in which you can practice your academic English to prepare for the TOEFL exam, right? So you also say, I've done some research and it really confused me. A plethora of available sources with a ton of varying reviews and good and bad points. I like this vocabulary word right here. The fact that you can use that indicates you have some pretty good experience with the English language, right? So, well, I'm going to just give you my suggestion. Remember that a lot of online courses, if you use them and practice and you're doing these courses every day, you're going to get better. If you don't, you will not get better. So I really, it's not that there's, good and bad or whatever. It just depends on how motivated you are and whether or not you actually practice at the online TOEFL course of your choosing. Right, so I will tell you a little bit about my online course. I have tried to make it the best possible course at the best budget, and my course appeals to a lot of students who don't have a lot of money. They want to practice their English online, right? So my course is called the 7-Step System to Pass a TOEFL IBT. You're looking at it right now. I have a vocabulary section. I have a pronunciation section. You can't study TOEFL without pronunciation, am I right? I have a grammar part of my course to help you with your grammar in both the speaking and the writing portions of the exam. I also have a listening section. That's a 4th section of my course. I have the 5th section, which is reading. The 6th section is writing. And finally, I have the speaking section of my course. So what are the benefits of my course? So you can kind of make your own decision. Let me just give you one example. So a lot of students online, especially those who want to get high scores in the speaking, they need a space online so that they can practice speaking. And I have what's called a TOEFL IBT speaking practice Voxipop group. Now, only those students who subscribe to my course or pay for my course on a monthly basis, of course, can post responses here. But let me just give you an example here. So here's one student. His name's Brian, right? So what do we know about Brian? Brian is practicing pronunciation right now. So he takes some of the pronunciation parts of my course and practices them. For example, here.
A degree in sociology is an excellent springboard for entering the world of business, industry, and organizations.
Right? So what I do is I will give him feedback on his pronunciation right after that. So Brian's been working on his pronunciation for about a month or so. And remember that all these students who are practicing their speaking and their writing and all these other areas, they only have to pay $45 a month for my online TOEFL course, and they can post speaking and writing practice tests on a day-to-day basis. For example, Ravinder K, she completed a practice test one day ago, and hers was, what do you think's worse, eating fatty foods or watching television for children?
In my view, eating unhealthy, high-level fatty food is more dangerous to health than watching television.
So what I do is after she completes that practice test, I give her comments. Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Ravinder K, and I am Michael, the fan. Right? So I will now give her comments on her delivery, topic development, and language use, right? So that's kind of how that works. So if you want a course that allows you to practice, complete, and submit speaking and writing practice tests, and you want some feedback on your speaking, and you want to also practice all these other areas, I would suggest my online TOEFL course. I think it's a great course if you use it. Now, like I said before, if you join my online course and you don't do any practice at all, you will not improve it at all, right? However, If you study diligently, if you use my course on a day-to-day basis, and you're submitting speaking and practice tests for me to comment on, remember, I cannot force you to submit anything. You have to go to my website, you have to read the question, you have to answer the question, and either send me an email or you complete it at my Voxy Pop group, and then I give you comments. You see what I'm saying? So I never see any of my students in person. I teach today, I teach online students to more than 60 countries all over the world. That's why I don't do Skype either, because my students come from Nepal, they come from China, they come from South America, they're in the United States, they're in Canada, they're in Russia, they're everywhere, they're all over the world. So my job is to help give them feedback and practice for a period of time until they reach their goals. Now what you want to do is eventually you need to take a practice test, a full-length IBT practice test, and I have a website that's going to be very good with that. I do not offer 5-hour full-length practice test at my course. I have a lot of practice, but I don't have that option, so you have to go to scorenexus.com, you type in the discount code here, and you can register to take a full-length IBT practice test. And I'm telling you, it's a heck of a lot cheaper than $200. I think it's around between $30 and $40 to take one of these practice tests. And you can mark your progress. You can get used to the format and the structure of the exam, right? And you can get used to concentrating in English for longer periods of time. And that's it. So I think we're good. So in my opinion, of course, I'm going to be prejudiced. This is my course. Now, I'm not saying mine's absolutely the best course anywhere, but I think it is a very effective course to help you improve your academic English skills so you can score higher on the TOEFL IBT exam. And that is my answer to what is the best course to purchase to prepare for the TOEFL exam. All right?